Warning! This video contains adult content not suitable for children.
What's up? It's Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm Jordan Granger, and today I have a special guest host.
I'm Brian West. Hi, how's everybody doing?
Brian
West. I'm sorry.
You don't even know your name?
What is it? I got my second booster lately.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I've been doing a little bit of like the web wording, but
Yeah.
it's coming across.
It's okay. Yeah. You
Brian
feel good?
West. I'm
You feel
Brian
good?
West.
You got 5G?
Got 5. Yeah, I got
You
5G.
You got a little bit of that 5G. Yeah.
5G.
Yeah, we might be. We're trying out a couple of new setups today, so we're gonna see how this looks, if it ends up looking a little weird or not. But I got a new setup here, and then I've got the classic too. So if you're looking at the classic, you'll know that it's because I didn't like the new setup. I might cut to it so you guys can see it. But there's like a 3-camera setup, a full camera of the whole view, and then one of each of us, so that you can kind of like see what we're doing.
It's pretty neat in here.
Yeah. I think it's gonna go well. I want to get some new chairs. I got to get some new chairs, and I almost spent $900 on some.
This is a compliment, so take it. Holy shit. This is a compliment, though, but you've got a real Impractical Jokers vibe going on. With
Thanks,
this
man.
I dig it.
Impractical Jokers is definitely,
It's so funny.
Listen, I take a huge inspiration from Mo and Larry.
Yeah.
And I don't know the rest. I don't even know their names.
I don't
Joe.
care.
Isn't there like 2 Joes? Didn't a Joe quit?
Yeah, Joe quit. Well, he's going through a divorce, so
Oh, yeah.
I think he just took some time away.
He was like, I'm going to ruin every relationship in my life.
I might, call me old. And then I saw yesterday their season premiere. Did you see who was on their season premiere?
Eric Andre. Yeah, I did
Fuck
see that.
yeah.
Actually. That's so badass.
Yeah, it is.
Eric Andre is the perfect guy for that show.
Oh, Lord.
Except for it's going to go bad. So bad.
Ranch. I can't wait.
Eagle Eyes Ranch, bro. Yeah, I love it. That'd be, Bird Up! And they do a Bird Up segment. Yeah, that'd be so perfect. And then Hannibal's just like, hey, it's me, Hannibal. I'm here to talk about. And
He doesn't do shit, yeah.
Just stands there and like says, pow, 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 pow.
He's got his own show pretty much, like on that show. Like he does his own thing.
I love that show, though. The Eric Andre show is the shit.
It's good.
It's one of those things you and I talked about for a while there.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't know that yesterday. They did, during COVID, they released, like in 2020, they released the 5th season.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of it, and I watched it, and dude, it's great. I won't ruin it for anybody, but they got a segment with Lizzo, Bird Up on the street.
Oh, yeah, Bird Up. Yeah.
Slays it, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, didn't she in a green screen suit?
Yep. She's in a green
Bird Up!
It's awesome.
Yeah, and she's playing she play her flute? Yeah, dude, she's the best, dude.
It was good.
I love that. I love that she's cool enough to like come on the show and shit. Because, you can't always get people to do cool shit like that.
No.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I went to the AACW show last night.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was actually really great. This is the first time they've ever done it at Carver Center, which is pretty lit. Because they had been doing it at the Alliance Event Center on Deaf and Ball, but then they switched over and now they're doing it at the Carver Center, and it's got a higher ceiling to it. They did it in the new gym, which is like right where the concession stand is, and they've got a higher ceiling, so they were able to do some high flying stuff, a lot of crazy stuff.
Nice. I saw the Battle Royal. Was that pretty cool?
It's pretty lit. Yeah, Christian Cash ended up winning the Battle Royale to become the number 1 contender, and then right afterwards, the gentleman with like the Weapon X outfit on ended up wrestling Rick Vidal, which was the AACW champion, world champion for AACW, and then he ended up losing. So Rick Vidal, the comeback king, is still has the title. So he's got I think Christian Cash is going to be the next one to wrestle him.
Rick Vidal. Christian
Vidal.
Cash. Oh, nice.
I know, it'll be the comeback king versus Christian Cash. I just think it's
Come On Queens.
The Come On Queens.
Yeah, the comeback king.
And then the craziest part about the whole thing was when Christian became the number 1 contender, he threw out his own tag team
Justin
partner.
Terrell.
Justin Terrell. He ended up throwing him out the top. And it seems like they were cool, and then he ended up body slamming Christian. So I think they might have broke up. The tag team might have broken up.
I don't know those guys personally, but you could tell there was some jealousy, distension when they were together.
There's something going on there. I'm just saying. Kayfabe Lincoln almost made his first debut. Everybody's telling me I shouldn't be Kayfabe Lincoln, but I think I'm going to be.
Kayfabe Lincoln. That's your name.
That's going to be my I'm going to be a manager, and my name's going to be Kayfabe Lincoln, and the whole thing is just going to be me blowing people's spots up from the back. It's like they're like, oh yeah, they're really friends. Actually, want to see this? I have a video of you two getting dinner together. And just blow up the whole thing. I saw Christian Cash talking to Brody Bodkins. Those two are supposed to be like arch rivals. And Kayfabe Lincoln's about to do it.
Hey, Chris Benoit killed his family. That's a shoot.
Yeah, and fucking Brody Bodkins broke his leg or his ankle or something. He had a whole ass cast on.
Are you being dead serious?
Yeah.
Last night?
Yeah.
He wrestled still?
No, he didn't
no,
wrestle.
he
He had to forfeit his title because you have to be able to wrestle in 30 days, and he had to forfeit his title. So his what do they call it? Mixed weight championship. It's gone. He lost it. Just lost his championship.
Poor guy.
Yeah, bro. Except for I was trying to get a little bit of an interview from him, and he was playing every bit the heel.
Was he?
It's like, get that camera out of my face. But I did get an interview with Leonard Pigg, the new president of ACW.
Love Leonard. Leonard's a good dude.
I went live on the Facebook page with Lenny Pigg, and he explained to everybody.
Shout out Leonard.
Yeah. So he took over Jordan Bell's role as commissioner president.
What's Jordan doing? What was Jordan's
He is
role last
managing the stable, the bad guy stable. The what do they call them? The Gold Standard, I think that's what they're called.
Okay.
He's managing he teamed up with the Gold Standard. They got about 16 months now. Like, they got so many people. They've got 1 trillion people as part of this. And then I'm seeing Tiger Woods making a comeback. Like, what year is it?
Tiger Woods coming back.
Did you hear about that?
No, what did he do?
He's playing in the Masters right now, and I guess he was 1 under par after the first day. I think he's been it's like the 3rd day now. I don't even know where they're at now. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not a big golf guy.
I'm not either.
But
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you guys.
We're in the middle of a podcast. What's up?
what's good?
Hi. Bye. Girlfriend walks in the podcast,
No, that's the assistant. That's your assistant.
Yeah,
She's
my
giving him a
assistant.
note.
Yeah. Tell them I'll fax them later. Got it.
Something about Pitt maybe premiering next week.
Yeah, we got
Pitt coming on the guest.
Yeah, we got to figure out what's going on. I know I got some pretty cool guests coming up soon, but until then, I just have Brian West for you guys. Just good old Brian.
I'll talk about my impending sexual harassment case. The unpaid parking tickets I've accumulated since I was 15.
Yeah, just keep going. I mean, the cops are out in swarms this week. Did you see this shit?
Yeah, I did.
Like, they're doing this whole distracted driving campaign. They're trying to get people. They're definitely trying to get people. Like, they're hiding out in their little all black vinyl, black car.
Did they get you?
Huh? They get me? No, they can't get me, dude. I'm too quick.
I'm proud of you, man.
But they're getting people. They are. I would never admit to being got by the police ever. You just have to look it up on the Kokomo scanner if you want to know about me.
Oh, God. The good old scanner.
MyCase.com, baby.
Yeah, I haven't been pulled over in a long time.
Yeah?
But in my defense, or in the cop's defense, I haven't had a tan
Oh, yeah.
lately. So, yeah. I get out in the sun a little bit.
That fair skin.
It's right.
It's not so you're getting ready to hit summer. Pretty soon you're going to be pulled over.
I'm Mexican, and I really am. But then once the tan, because I'm not full Mexican, but once my tan comes into place and everything, then it's open season. I don't drive.
See,
much.
normally he's Brian West, but during the summer he's Brian Southwest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
He's Southwest. He's
I'm
Baja.
Brian Tex-Mex.
They call him Baja Brian.
Shout out to Tex-Mex, by the way. I love fucking
Yeah, Tex-Mex food?
delicious.
All day, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, Texas is known for 2 things. Mexican, which is hilarious, and barbecue.
Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Texas has some of the best, Mexican food. I think a lot of that just has to do with,
And cough syrup. They're
They've
the
great-
capital of cough syrup.
Yeah. I think Jordan might have just pulled up. I think I see a white van out front, so we might get Jordan popping in, taking a little pop in. I know that much. I don't know. He had a hard he had a hard fall last night. He was in the battle royale. Jordan was, and they threw him over the top rope, and he ended up on the ground pretty hard. So
Is he okay?
he might have a little concussion. I don't know. We'll have to ask him if he's got a little concussion or not. Because I know personally, I'd have a concussion if I fell down. But Kayfabe Lincoln would not, because he can handle that.
Kayfabe
Lincoln. Yeah. Matty Kroll went out to the show last night. Shooting with Shane is doing Shane Eugene. He's doing commentating with Lenny, which was pretty cool.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah. And then Jordan walked over there. The table, I do kind of miss the way the commentating table was at the Alliance Center because they were up high.
They were on a stage.
Yeah, which was kind of cool. I mean, that's the one thing that I missed from there to the Alliance Center is that, and the Alliance Center was a lot closer knit, but it actually let me get closer with angles. So I was shooting a lot of angles for the podcast or for the page. So that wasn't bad at all.
Was there any chair shots taken last night? Any blood drawn?
I didn't see any blood shot. I know at one point, Hysterics the Clown took some Kimbo shots right to the back.
Kendo stick?
Yeah, Kendo. Like a Kendo stick. I said Kimbo, didn't I? It's a Kendo slice. But yeah, is that... Oh, was somebody at the door? We got a neighbor?
It's the mailman.
Won't you be my neighbor? Come on in. Oh, we got...
Kids.
Hi, kids.
Hi, kids. How are we?
We're good.
I haven't seen the
What's up,
tat
man?
yet.
Huh? Oh, well,
You gonna show it all? Is it a premiere?
Well, I got.
Yeah,
It's not done yet. So I'll show it. I'll show it later. But I got some stuff done.
I saw a picture
some-
last night with a guy, and it was in the picture, so...
Yeah. I'm not like showing it off yet. Showing it off.
Oh, yeah.
But
you're waiting.
it's not like I can hide it.
doing
It's on
it?
my hand. Devin
Oh, okay.
Woolridge.
Okay. We had him on the
Kokomo
podcast.
Press's very own.
I was wondering if he was on... I'm going to move this chair back. Oh!
Hold on, we're weird.
How much you paying
This
for
is
that?
weird.
And I only
You gotta
asked
move.
because
This
for
is weird.
$15.
He's like, this is awkward for me. Whose phone's this?
That's me.
Oh, okay, cool. We're going to move all around, guys. If you guys hear some weird stuff, we've got a couple of weird angles going on here. I'm testing out
Coming
some
for your
new
job,
equipment.
brother. That's why I was over there.
Yeah, I know. Well, if it's not you, it's Courtney,
Yeah, it's
or
somebody.
it's some stupid clown, or a hog farmer, or
saw all that
like
last night.
Or the IRS.
Yeah, no, it's something. Always something. Always something. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. I settled in. The boys are back in town. We got some weird. I told the people they might not see it, but there's some weird angles going on. We got some weird stuff going on.
We
We're
do
shooting.
have some weird angles going on.
So we'll see how it works. If it all records well and it looks good, I'll probably release it like that today and see how everybody feels about it. But we definitely have some fun stuff going on. We were talking about the show, talking about the Battle Royale, talking about Christian Cash becoming the number one contender and Justin Terrell
turning
back
just,
on him. Yeah.
You can't trust that Justin
Yeah.
Terrell, can you? You just cannot trust him. I mean, I thought you couldn't trust Christian Cash. I mean, he's kind of flaked out on the show a couple times.
Yeah, that's
so you
true.
can't trust him, right? But
That's true.
I feel bad for the guy because
I talked to him. He said he's ready to come. I said, "Are you ready to come tell your story?" He said he's got some stuff he wants to talk about. I'm like, "Hey man, we'll set up number 3. We'll see how it goes."
Get it
All right.
going.
Well, I'll let you handle that one,
Mhm.
and we'll go from there. So
Yeah, I know. You got your gold standard boys now.
This weekend was huge for me,
Yeah.
in general, not just AACW, because
Yeah.
I worked with AACW, manager of the gold standard. We hold the tag team gold. We're about to, eventually we're going to have the heavyweight title. I almost had a chance to win the heavyweight title, but that stupid clown and that Justin Grubb, maybe me and Christian Cash can work together in some faculty.
I don't know, man. He is the baby face of the company.
Yeah, but I mean,
Is he the only baby face? Like the only big baby face?
I think so.
After the Justin Terrell thing?
I think so. I mean, I think all these culturalist people that are fans of AACW, they should love the marvelous Mr. Bell, but I mean, they all think differently.
Can I add something about the? So here's my thing: is Justin is he even a bad guy or is he just hurt? I mean,
Maybe
that was.
he's just hurt.
I saw the
He
end
did
of it,
get
and
thrown out.
it was dirty.
Maybe he was just. I don't know. Maybe he was just upset. Maybe it's just heat of the moment. Maybe he lost his tag titles. I got to hold those. I get to keep those for the gold standard. I am so happy.
Yeah, the tag titles. Brody did lose his title, didn't he? Yeah,
Brody
Relinquish it.
Brody relinquished it to a new carrier of the international open heavyweight title.
Yeah.
His cousin will be the holder of that, and we'll hold that belt well.
His cousin doesn't have the body for it though.
It'll be
You know?
it's a learning and a growing process.
He didn't even have to defend it that night, which was weird to me. I feel like he should have had to defend it.
I mean,
What do you mean?
if we're being honest, Brody's never defended that belt. It's not an actual title belt that's recognized. So, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. He never defends it. It's a prop.
What is it? What is the name of it?
It's the international openweight heavyweight title.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool though.
Yeah.
He can,
But
defend it.
it's an FTW title.
Yeah.
That's a legitimately.
But to somebody that's coming off the street, they don't know that, right?
Yeah, not
They can just say
necessarily.
like
Yeah,
it's a
just think-
championship match.
Yeah, I just think he's a champion. So,
Yeah. It
That's
works.
cool.
It works though. It gives you guys another dynamic. I mean, especially because there's only like the tag teams and then the.
There's tag team heavyweight title, and then there's
What
the
what
EEC
what are the
title.
two titles that Damian DeVille has?
Damian DeVille is a legit MMA fight. Was a legit MMA fighter. That is a title belt that he has won and
Oh
earned.
shit!
Through
Is that the one that was stolen?
through a funny story, but that one wasn't stolen.
The Johnny Crisis guy, I think it's Johnny Crisis.
Johnny Crisis stole his Eternal Excellence Championship.
Okay.
So that is
Eternal
that is the title. We'll say like right under the heavyweight title, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing a ranking. So he stole that. They're gonna have a thing going on. If it was smart, if I was booking, if I was the commissioner still, I might make it a ladder match. But what do I know? What do I
Lenny,
know?
we need Lenny to make it a ladder match.
Yeah.
Come on, Lenny. They've got the height for it now.
Well,
Yes.
That's a good point, because you were saying earlier that they're in a gymnasium now and stuff, and I saw that. I mean, that's cage match territory, and they've had one outside in the past, a couple years ago. So that's.
I mean, if we
it's
can
not
find
out of the yeah.
If we can find a cage, I want to play around in the cage. Like,
Yeah.
I have a hog farmer.
That one at
You
I
still
know.
got a mark on
Yeah.
your head. What are you talking about? You got in the ring for.
This is work.
Did you
Yeah.
gig up?
This is work, son.
Oh, you gigged it?
This is work, son. I got thrown
Jordan's
into
in the corner with the razor.
I got thrown into a corner by stupid Justin Terrell, and then he threw me outside. He just did not like the marvelous Mr. Bell yesterday.
No.
I don't know what it
Well,
was.
he's coming for you.
He was, man. Every time I turned around, it was that stupid Justin Terrell.
Yeah, it was an interesting show, though. I mean, other than we got to figure something out with the audio, but they just need a mixer, or like even something small like the Zoom, like what we have. They need something that they can run the XLRs into and then use it as a mixer for the two, because that two wasn't there. But I mean, the great thing is they moved from the Alliance Center, like I said, to the Carver Center, which is way bigger. It's got way more space in it. You can fit more people. You've got a ceiling in it, and the Alliance Center was great. I love the Alliance Center. There's a couple things I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss the people being on the stage.
The intimacy of it.
Yeah,
like
being as
just
close up.
being as close.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, yesterday's show felt really good. We had a great amount of people that came out and showed support. So appreciate to everyone that came out and watched the show.
It felt
that's
like
the
the
most
show in
important
Lafayette.
thing.
That show in Lafayette that I went to, it felt like that, but with more people in there.
It was similar. It was very similar, which was kind of crazy. Like yesterday, I went to BMFX, which was in Lafayette. That's the show Jordan was just talking about. I represent Chris, the Alpha Athlete Owens.
Personal friend of all of us.
Yeah,
Good
personal
guy.
friend of all of ours. Been on the show. Definitely a friend of the show. He's a neighbor.
Swole.
He's pretty
Getting
sweet.
there.
We call him the Alpha for a reason. So, I was able to represent him. We have a very good thing going there, where I'm starting my own collective. I'm starting my own little thing.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And then, like I said, AACW is growing. It's definitely definitely apparent. Being at the Carver Community Center, cannot thank them enough for having us, for hosting us.
Pretty lit.
Because it was an excellent opportunity, and I think the show went really well. I can't wait. The next show will be May 14th, I believe.
Are we getting a monthly? That's all I was gonna ask.
That should be the role, right?
Well, after that last show, I'm pretty sure they'd probably want to do another one because it was packed in there. It was. I mean, honestly, they could have fit a little bit more people, but not.
I think we can get more people in next time.
Yeah.
Just come out, show out like you did. We appreciate it. Unless you're some stupid Diamond Dolly chick that's annoying as hell.
She drove you crazy.
Oh my god, yo, her kid told me to fuck off and called me a
How old
little
is he?
bitch. Like 8 years old. Like
girl.
8 years. I don't know. Did you see me?
Yeah,
Like,
I saw you react.
I went off. Like I wanted to cuss this kid out and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I met her on Backpage.
I mean, I'm sure a fifth of the town has. Fuck that bitch.
I don't know her. I just see her all the time with these wigs on, and I know that there other people know her and have said things. And
Well, she's a crazy follower of the page. I don't care. I'm gonna call her out today. Fuck it.
I don't know
You
her
want to add
personally.
somebody? At me.
Dolly, can I comb your hair later, Dolly? You get it, Dolly.
Call
Terrible
her.
joke. Yeah, it's awful.
Change your diaper, Dolly.
I was going to tell you, though, if you have any cards, and I know I'm going to throw it out there, if you have any cards of them this weekend, I'm going to be around a bunch of legends.
Yeah.
Were they going to throw them back at me if I just toss them on the table when I pay to get their pictures taken?
I
I'm going to
mean-
see the Steiner brothers. I got a photo op with Hangman.
Dude, I met Matt Taven this weekend.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I worked.
Did you get a-
I
did
worked.
you get
I was in the
pictures?
same lot.
Chill with him.
I didn't take a picture with him.
Hey, no,
I was
that's
just
weird, though.
I was in the same locker room with him. I just shook his hand. I said, "It's a pleasure sharing this locker room with you. I thank you. And he said, it's nothing like that. And I said, I got to get ready to go. He's like, are you going to another show? And I was like, yeah. And that made me feel good. I don't know why.
Well, he's recognized. That sounded like when the way you just explained that. It's like he recognized you as one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you are, dude.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Plus you've seen your grind, and it's just like when it's like that Seinfeld co-sign for Mark Norman was like the reason why he loved Mark Norman is because the dude was going like 5 shows a night, going up like 5 shows, different comedy clubs a night.
Yeah,
so it's like when you put the work in, people that have been around the business are going to notice it because they're going to say, "Oh, you're going to another show?"
He wouldn't even hug Kesha though. So like Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, I remember that.
All that. That's all.
Well, I mean, after
I don't know if I'd hug Kesha either. You wake up in the morning and her breath smells like Jack or whatever it is.
Well, she had that thing going on with her manager too, and there was like a lawsuit from them and everything. So I'm like, I probably would have stayed away too. I mean, I know there was that. What
you
is
and
his
Jerry
name?
probably have
Something?
a lot of things in common and all. All to sin.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What's the problem with banging underage girls on an airplane? No,
it's a B. I'm a B. Ryan.
What's the deal with Starbucks?
He's got to yell like in like a shrill.
Yeah.
Ugh. I can't do it, dude. I mind him. I know you guys are in Seinfeld a lot, right?
No, he is. I'm not. I mean, I don't, and I just know that from what you've told me. But I'm not like huge.
Well, y'all know I'm weird. I just binge whatever, and I'm just like, at this point, anything I watch now is just it's study material.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, what can I get from this? What can I get?
Did you watch?
What did I hate from this?
Yeah.
Did you watch Evan Rachel Wood's documentary on HBO Max? I know you're an HBO Max guy. Dude, you gotta watch it.
Okay, cool.
It's fucked up. Marilyn Manson's.
Oh,
I had to get all rid of all my shirts.
Oh, is that his girlfriend?
Yeah, I had to sell them on a.
Yeah, she said he abused.
Yeah,
her.
no, I remember the backstory. I mean, it's Marilyn fucking Manson, and I'm not saying you deserve this, but at the same time, man, like he was talking about all this shit out in public. I feel like, man, you should have. When shit started to get even half weird, you should have been like, "Hey, fam, not the one for this. Let me back out." But that's not our here.
We're not victim blaming.
I'm not victim blaming.
You're not victim blaming.
Not victim blaming at all. I'm just also saying
because sometimes they get wrapped, you know.
Yeah. But also Marilyn Manson probably he did that shit.
He took his ribs.
He
out
did
to
that
suck
shit like
his own dick.
OJ did. Fuck it.
I think his ribs out to suck his own dick.
He
That's one of my
did. I
favorite.
remember this.
Can we get hey real quick? Can we get on each of us go around one absurd story you heard growing up about pop stars or music? Musicians.
That's a good one.
Like the Marilyn Manson without the ribs.
Have Jordan go.
Okay.
Yeah. I gotta think.
I'll
too,
go.
man. Yeah,
I'll go. Besides
ahead.
that one,
Go ahead.
I remember being told like 12 or 13 at the public library that Britney Spears had to have her stomach pumped because all the Backstreet Boys and all the NSYNC members, she sucked them all off and she had cum and her parents had to take her because she was like overdosing on cum pretty much.
Yeah.
And I remember that vividly, dude. I remember that vividly, and I remember telling my parents that. Swear to God, and I remember them being like, "The fuck are you talking about? Like, where are you hanging out with?" Yeah.
No, I can't. I honestly can't think of anything right now. That's kind of mind blowing. I mean, I know the Marilyn Manson one. We all heard that one. I haven't heard the stomach. I've heard different women. Like, there's always been the stomach pump thing. It's always been a woman thing that you hear. Like, it's like sexist dribble about like a girl sucking dick all the time. And
I was amazed back then because I didn't like. I had to ask them after. I was like, "Well, what's sucking dick?" Because I didn't even know. Or
I remember one story I was told when I was younger was that my mom sucks a lot of dick. So like everybody at school's like, "Your mom sucked my dick," and I'm like, "I don't think so." And it turned out that wasn't true either. They were just saying it. Or what's it?
You know, I think maybe that was just a sign of the time and around the times because you know back then we had like Bill Clinton scandal and he was getting his dick sucked in the Oval Office. So like maybe we just heard of a lot
Eddie
of dick
Murphy
sucking.
was getting his.
Oh yeah, he was getting taught by different
Divine?
people.
Something Divine?
Yeah. Different people in parking garages. It's cool.
There was Hugh Grant got caught. A bunch of different actors got caught with prostitutes. I know that.
Well, Eddie Murphy and absolutely nothing wrong with that, but there was a big story because he was picking up transsexuals. Yeah. And then he had a story about how like he was doing it for charity. And there was a couple girls that came out and said, "Hey, we never did anything. He like gave me a ride and stuff." So did he pay him? Who knows? But
As a man who dresses and drag a lot, I think maybe he just really felt for them.
I don't remember the story like that, but I'm pretty sure. Like I feel like mostly it was only a thing just because it was a transvestite in some facet, right? Like don't know the rest of the story. It's just Eddie Murphy transvestite. Oh wow,
Hugh Grant got popped too.
I remember that.
A prostitute, and I mean that was like huge, and he recovered, and obviously Eddie went on and recovered greatly. But
Yeah, Eddie's great.
Dr. Dolittle proves that.
Dr. Dolittle. I miss Aaliyah. That's all. When I think of Dr. Dolittle, I just think of Aaliyah and the soundtrack for that. No?
no.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You didn't know the soundtrack for Dr. Dolittle with Aaliyah?
I mean, I
If
don't.
at first you don't succeed.
That's not what I think.
Well, that was like the big music video.
That was on her album.
When I think of
they
Aaliyah,
did like a video with like all the stills and pictures from.
when I think of
Dr.
Aaliyah
Dolittle.
in soundtracks, I think of Romeo Must Die. That's the only one.
That's
and
yeah,
Queen
that
of the
one.
Damned.
But she was
that
actually
one.
she was an actress in those two, right? Didn't she?
Yeah, she was in Romeo Must Die, and
She was in,
obviously
yeah,
Queen
she
of
was
the
the
Damned.
Queen of the Damned as well. So like she was an actress plus she was had a but in that one they just did like a whole been a long time down.
She would have been, dude. She would be doing astronomically well.
Oh, dude,
right
she'd
now.
be
She
bigger
would have
than
had such a.
Beyonce.
I hate. Yeah.
She'd be bigger than Beyonce,
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
for sure.
Right? I mean, do you think so? Or
I think-
Beyonce would still have her own lane, but
Yeah, I think Beyonce would still have her own lane.
Oh, yeah. But I think
without a
Aaliyah
doubt.
was bigger
But yeah,
than-
I think Aaliyah was bigger, and you know,
She was
to
huge.
think of like what could have spawned from that. You know, just like what kind of power couple Aaliyah could have made with I don't know.
Anybody?
Huh?
with
Anybody besides R. Kelly?
yeah,
Yeah,
Timbaland
yeah.
too. Timbaland's
Oh,
kind of had a weird thing with her as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff that happened.
Well, she was young. It's just,
Yeah,
just,
way
there's
too
just
young.
such a fucking thing about like young people like in industry like of entertainment just because it's so ugh.
Have you been tossed around yet?
Not when I didn't want it. You know, if it was for a goal, you gotta
Have some
do it.
big indie wrestler like, hey, you want to be my manager or something like that. I'm
About
not.
that
Yeah.
time, though.
Yo, I'm trying to get the OVW. I'm
Yeah,
trying
hey, Chris got the OVW, right? Not to keep harping
no.
on wrestling.
Yeah,
but
yeah, Chris got the OVW. Khan's been to OVW. It's next coming. So
I was trying to see if I could find the Doolittle because they had like a really cool music video where they
I
were
remember
popping in stuff. I'm trying to remember what song it was. I think it's "Are You That Somebody" though. I think it was "Are You That
I
Somebody."
remember it, but just when I think of Aaliyah, there was just so many other things.
Oh
Like,
no! When I think of Aaliyah,
I think
I'm
of
saying when I
Aaliyah.
think of Dr. Doolittle, I think of Aaliyah.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I said.
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. When I think of
I think of Dr.
Doolittle.
Doolittle. I just think of like starter braid Eddie Murphy though.
Well, was it who played the little girl in that? Was that Raven?
Yeah.
yeah,
Thought so.
Raven Simone.
Yeah, that was a pretty big movie. I remember when it came out and they had that. Was it actually Chris Rock was in that? He played the guinea pig. It's me, the guinea. It was like that shit. There was some really cool voices in that movie. That's what I mean. I just remember it. It was a kids movie, obviously, and Aaliyah. It was like it had to be the '90s because Aaliyah died in the '90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like early '90s, right?
That,
Mid-90s.
yeah. They,
Yeah,
you,
90s.
you know, Jada was cast for that, right?
They have her
They
playing.
asked her to be a naked mole rat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. I did that joke for the page where I'm like, they were asking her to be in the new Madagascar as they wanted her to play the bald eagle, and then as like it's in Madagascar coming to America, and then somebody was like, doesn't she already play a character in that show? I was like, I don't fucking know.
She does.
I don't watch Madagascar. Apparently
plays
she's
the-
glorious.
She plays the hippo.
Yeah,
Which
is
also
still also
also
bald.
fitting.
Also hairless. Hairless is fun. That'd been funny if she played a mole rat though.
Did you guys hear that Will Smith is checked himself into mental health facility?
Well, an anger management / mental health rehabilitation.
He's obviously got to do it for press, but good for him if he actually gets some help, Because I'm sure it's not easy being Will Smith.
It
No,
can't
no,
be
not
easy
at
being
all.
Will Smith.
at all.
I don't think he's the problem, to be honest.
No,
But,
no.
and I don't
It's
know.
Jaden, that last album.
That last album
I'm
just-
telling you, Jaden's put him over the edge, man.
You think
Yeah,
so?
it was amazing. How do you feel about it?
Didn't he have Tyler on that album?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, so-
but I'm a big Willow. I like Willow more than Jaden. So.
Willow's really
Willow's
good.
only
dope.
made one song.
Willow's got a whole album.
Yeah, she just dropped a new album.
I'm talking about deep cuts, buddy.
not
I'm
whip my
talking
hair
about-
back and forth.
Yeah, or
One song.
meet me at our spot. That's not even her song.
I know one Willow song.
Yeah. Well, I whip my hair.
Yeah,
back.
that's-
okay. Yeah.
It's ironic that
Well, you're
her mom-
outdated. No offense, but you got to catch up.
It's ironic that
Do I
Willow,
have
Willow
to?
has a song about hair.
If you,
and her
I
mom's
mean, if you're a
triggered
Willow
about hair.
Smith fan,
That is weird, right?
That
Willow
is.
has a big song about hair, but her mom's triggered about not having hair.
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
Jones has a piece on that.
Maybe Willow put that song out as a diss to her mom. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair. And she's like, my mom won't let me fucking do anything with my hair because she ain't got none.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that whole entire thing, him getting suspended basically from the academy for 10 years, which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Because he like took himself out of it. We talked about a little bit of it last week on the podcast. I know you weren't here, but
Yeah.
Well, you were here in the clip. I don't know if you saw yourself in the clip.
I saw, and I'm always here in spirit. You know, myself
you
or
there,
him
and then I
or
threw you
whatever.
over here.
Yeah.
I made a clip of the show for Nicole's mother flockers. I'm like, I gotta try to, and then I put some new. If you see new thumbnails up, it's because I've been trying to put new thumbnails of the old. I'm trying to go back at least to the first season, so I got one up of you too, of the last time you were on.
Cool.
So
I want one. I like to do one just as a backup, but like it's me being sucked up by the UFO.
Oh yeah, I'm down with that. That'd be cool. Maybe I can just like get you that in front of a green screen and then put you on that.
Let's do it.
Sucked up. Yeah.
I like
like,
getting
either way, I'm
sucked
getting
up,
sucked.
dog,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like either way, I'm getting sucked up. Sucked up, sucked off. Either way, right?
Either way.
Anything? I mean, we got Easter coming up this next week. Are you excited about that? Did you take care of the kids yet? Get a hold of the Easter
Got
bunny?
plans, don't you?
I don't believe in Jesus.
You're hanging out with the old lady though, right? You guys
Oh
are doing
yeah,
something. Anniversary.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's our first date anniversary, so we
Oh.
are going. We're going to see the new Fantastic Beasts this week or next weekend, and do some stuff, hang out, and
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
I got you. Yeah,
you're gonna be at Heroes and Legend or
Friday and Saturday. I'll be at Heroes and Legends. Sunday, I'll be on a talk group with some of the old WWE wrestlers. So they're until they kick me
What are you
off.
gonna ask 'em?
Until security comes and gets me. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
I'm getting up there.
Got to get this guy out of here.
No, but they let you ask
I
questions.
just want you
and
to
stuff.
go up there and say, "It's still real to me, damn it!"
It's still real to me. Oh, there's some guys up there that you can just tell that they're still like that. But yeah, I'll be there Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday. But yeah, we went yesterday and got all of our Easter because if you wait last minute, man, Target's already slim pickings.
Yeah.
So
Target's already running out. Meijer's running out. Walmart's running out. You know it's bad when you're like, gotta hit up the dollar store. Gotta hit up the Walgreens. The Walgreens is probably the worst one.
I mean, dollar store candy is
That's where I would go
name
first.
brand.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
that or like
It's
CVS
marked
is
up.
like-
yeah, it's marked up a little
They
bit.
mark
yeah.
that shit up. That's my thing. And then they usually have pretty good deals. Like anytime I'm going last minute, I always end up going like Walgreens or like CVS because I'm like they still have shit. Because they're marked up like a motherfucker.
That's
too.
what it. Yeah, it's just convenient. That's why it's a convenient
It's just
store.
convenient. It's a convenient store. The convenience stores of
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. We need some 7-Elevens right
We're
now.
not-
We're
Cool.
supposed to
I think
have
we're
them,
good
man.
enough.
All
Speedway is
of our
7-Eleven now,
speedways
right?
are supposed to be converted to 7-Elevens.
Does
That
it
never
say it?
happened.
No,
no.
but they were bought out by 7-Eleven. So
Their
I thought-
slushy machines say 7-Eleven.
They've been changed. They're
Yeah.
no longer slushies. They're Slurpees. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this? I like the slushies at Speedway though. They were different. I like the difference. Now like all the slushies around here are the same.
I just fuck with a good cherry Mountain Dew one. Like,
To me, it's the cherry Coke. I'm like, I need the cherry Coke one. That's the good shit.
I like the Mountain Dews.
Mountain
The
Dew.
regular Mountain Dew. Just the
I'm
green.
all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
fuck you, Grandpa.
Yeah. I'll beat your ass. I'm 7 years old, but I'll beat your ass. That used to be the memes when we were younger.
Those were, yeah.
Like jokes from like quotes from movies. People would you'd be hanging out with a group of guys and you would just be like, "How now, Brown County?" Everybody just go ah and die laughing. for no
Talking
reason.
about them. Yep.
Yeah.
Talking about the movies.
Talking about Anchorman. Talking about what other ones were big meme movies back in the day? 4-Year-Old Virgin.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball was a good one. Yeah.
If
Old
you can
school.
dodge a wrench, you can dodge by everybody. I was like, God.
We're going streaking.
Yeah,
Old
go.
school.
Yeah.
You're
Old
my
School's
boy,
one of my
Blue.
favorite movies
Yeah.
ever because, I
So
just love
good.
that movie.
It was a good movie. When they I close my eyes.
Dan Band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dan Band. That's what Barry just
Yeah,
did. That.
yep.
Shout out to Barry for doing
Shout out
that.
to
That's
Barry.
so funny.
That shit was
dude.
hilarious.
He did
We
him
need
and his
more
kid.
Barry on the page.
Funny
Yeah.
Bears, yeah.
Yeah, he
Barry's
keeps
funny.
creating stuff, man.
He did.
And
He was never like an admin, but at one point he did a few videos with the page.
yeah,
right
he
back
did
in
some
the day.
videos, but he got.
I can't remember.
I think he's more comfortable doing them on his own, and I feel like that was really it.
And
He
that's
likes-
perfectly fine because
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel the same way a lot of times. You know,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
Like creatively, you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a collaborative spirit, though. That's just me. I hate doing things by myself.
I like to do a good mix of both.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all of us have that. You do a good mix of just by yourself stuff, and
Yeah.
then like
We do.
You obviously do collaborative stuff with.
We need
all
more
of us.
videos, Joe. We definitely need
Yeah.
more videos together.
I think I find like doing like solo stuff sometimes with like some of my wrestling stuff is super fun. it's very it's very hard sometimes.
Oh yeah, hard.
Hard sometimes, but it's fun.
Yeah. Takes a lot to figure. You just basically have to write the narrative out, or at least what you're trying to, where you're trying to go. I mean, writing in general. Like I saw, Black is trying to get into doing some more writing jobs. I saw that from Canary Currency. Shout out to Black.
I was gonna make a joke to the page, and then I forgot, and then I just thought it was funny because he was like the thing he was wanting, which I think is awesome anyways, but he was wanting a writing job for a show called Dixie, and I was like, dude, just stay away from anything called Dixie.
Yeah,
like,
don't even
fuck
do
that.
It.
Like,
that sounds very
no, but
good old boy.
I was like,
that.
Maybe that's more reason for him to take that job. I'm just saying, like, look.
But no, I think that's dope, man.
I've been watching the new episode of Atlanta. I don't want to give anything away, but
did you see episode 4?
I haven't got. I've got to 2. That's it. So I watched the first one and the second one.
Talk to me when you watch the 4th one, because it's the most mind blowing, amazing episode I've ever
the
seen
first
in
one,
a television show ever.
I watched the first episode, and the entire time I'm like, oh my god, are they doing that story about those? Because that was a recreation of a real event. Did you know that the first episode of the new season of Atlanta, where the little boy was adopted by the white vegan ladies, and then.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Okay, so this is a real true story. So I'm not trying to ruin the first episode of Atlanta, so pause this for like 5 minutes or jump
First
ahead
off,
5
just
minutes.
shout out to what they're doing.
Yeah, I love what they're doing. They're the reason why I wanted to write a TV show. Honestly, that show made me want to write a TV show. I love it so much. But basically, there's a story. This is a true story about a couple of women who were a lesbian couple who adopted a bunch of kids, and some of those kids were black. I want to say all of them were black, but I'm pretty sure I know one of them was black because the picture of him hugging what said free hugs and hugging the police officer went viral for real. And then they recreated it on that show, and immediately when that happened, it clicked in my head. I'm like, oh shit, this is about those lesbians that drove off a cliff. So they lived with all these kids. They were getting caught up because they weren't taking care of these kids. They were using them as we're woke,
basically.
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then they went off a cliff and killed them all.
All of them.
Yeah, all their adopted kids and themselves.
Man.
And then in the story, obviously, don't want to ruin anything, but
Yeah,
in the story it's different.
Okay.
He changed it to a different ending for that, what I liked a lot better, obviously. But the but the
Well,
original
no, you don't
concept,
like that ending. Like,
I
still,
liked
the ending was good, but
In
like,
real life.
man, it was still sad.
You got me
overall,
wanting to
because
watch
still
the new
people,
season.
No, they didn't. They got away.
The other kids.
You didn't see it? There was so the main boy was at home watching TV, eating his breakfast like he was earlier, and you see there's like these orphan kids were found outside. They're abandoned, and so actually he saved them too.
Okay.
So they ran outside the car. So
Maybe
he
I
didn't
missed
let
that
them
part.
die, which I appreciated.
Which is good. Yeah.
Well, I think if he would have, it would have been like really. The way you saw the ending was completely different because of that. It was really wild. Yeah. But yeah, he saved them too.
Okay. Well, that was good. When
badass.
you get to this
4
episodes,
it's insane.
It is insane.
Jeez.
You are going to think differently about yourself and everyone around you, I think. So, like...
We'll see. We'll see.
It's the most amazing... It's the most amazing piece
I know
of
the
TV.
one... I watched the one where they were in, like, Sweden and all that weird shit with the... what's that? They have a name for Ash. The Ash character that they have, like, it's like a big Swedish tradition, and it's basically blackface.
Oh, yeah,
But it's like, he's like Ash, I keep wanting to say Ashy Larry, but Ashy Larry is
Obviously,
you know what I mean? But it's like
He
Ash.
follows
something-
Santa or what...
he got stuck in the chimney. That's what their
Yeah.
story is, and he has soot on his face. But it really is just them in blackface. And it's like Paperboy's doing a concert, and he comes out, and all the people are in blackface. He's like, "Yeah, I ain't fucking doing this."
Yeah.
It was so funny, dude. That whole episode was lit too. I liked it. I love that show.
Bro, this
Don't
show,
ruin anything
this show as a
from the
whole,
episode. I wanna
man,
watch it.
just the things
It's
that
good.
they're doing, and
Yeah.
then the mind invoking TV that they're making
Yeah.
in a creative way.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more of it. I mean, that first episode was crazy as hell. Like they definitely went in on white people pretty hard on that first episode with the no washcloth and not seasoning the chicken. They went like in. But I was like, man, for a second I was like, why do we always have to get hit when you do stuff? I'm like, all right, let's get. And then when I
Y'all
realized
really not
what
use
it was,
washcloths?
no, we do. I use a loofah.
I don't use it. This is what I do. I take the soap, and then I put it in my hands, and then I put the soap back down. I have a little soap dish. So
Yeah.
it's not getting touch my balls or anything like
Yeah.
everybody thinks. And then I just lather up.
Yeah.
And then...
Hey, we only dab by elbows now. Okay?
They have this show on is it HBO Max? They have that show Woke. No, it's on Hulu. It's called Woke. Yeah. Have you seen it? And they keep doing a promo that keeps popping up on my shit, and it's like 3 black people or 2 black people in a room, and they're talking to this one white guy, and it's Blake from the Workaholics.
Yeah, Workaholics.
And he's like, yeah, he's like, I don't. He's like, what do you use a washcloth for? Like, you don't use a washcloth, and they do the whole thing. He's like, I put it in my hand. They're like, can you show us how you do it? He's like, put it in my hand. He's like, and then I do my balls. He's like, and then I get out, and they're like, what about your legs? He's like, the water trickles down to my legs. I don't need to wash my legs. And they're like, he's like, your legs don't get dirty. And they're like, yeah, they do. And that's like the whole promo. And it's like them basically. It's like, to me, it's interesting because it's like, but it does kind of paint white people as like nobody uses loofahs, nobody uses washcloths.
Yeah, my house, all my restrooms have bidets. All my 3 bathrooms.
Oh,
so it's
shit.
like, I don't even be fucking
bidet
around like that with
a bidet every day. You get a shirt that says that.
That's a little different.
Huh?
Bidet every day shirt. That's what
bidet every day. And then I have my son knocks on the door while I'm using the bidet, and he goes, "Caviar, Dad."
Caviar.
But I don't need it. So.
Dad, champagne and caviar while you on the bidet. You got a British kid. How'd you have a British kid?
I fucked his mother in England. I banged his mom in
London. In London.
What do they call I banged his mother in a flat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not his mother, his mum.
His mum.
Mother.
I had a British kid for a little bit.
Yeah?
But only because my kid's weird. Go figure.
Which one?
The oldest one.
Yeah.
And for about 3 months, he did nothing but talk in a British accent. So that was fun. Parenting is cool.
Parenting is insane.
I was, on this, I was roomed with a schizophrenic person at one time that had, that was a British person. It was normal English, my age, like 27, but she just click, and I asked, like, one of the nurses, like, it's not for show, is it? Because I was, like, freaking out. They're like, no, it's legit. She was okay, though. Like, I didn't, like, sleep with her, but she was, like, in the room or whatever.
Yeah. So Brian slept with a British chick. That's cool.
Nah,
it was that.
Facility.
Facility.
It was in a facility.
Yeah, that's a fun facility to
Most
go to, I guess.
Rehab or something. Maybe not Jordan.
No,
he's sheltered.
Yeah,
not
sheltered.
rehab, but yeah.
Sheltered.
Sheltered. Healthy, mentally healthy. That's what.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept out of trouble. I had a pretty bad example at home, my brother. So I was like, hey, I'd like not to end up like him. So it was pretty easy to be like, hey, I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize my future.
Old bent spoon Benny, is that?
Yeah. I cleaned up my good amount of like needles and broken glass and all that. So not my thing. Never really was.
That's a good though, because and that's dope, because you were a product of the environment, right? I mean, you could have ended up.
Yeah, I could.
You could have been right on that same road, and you used that as a.
Yeah, I could have used it as like an excuse
or a crutch.
Or a crutch to fall into. Yeah, that's one reason why I left and went in the military. When I did, I was like, I got to get out of here and do a different type of life, because I didn't want to end up like that. Plus, it's like everybody was getting stuck here at that time. I remember. And it was like right before the housing crisis.
You can only bang so many hood rats too.
Yeah, you got to get out of here after banging all the hood rats, and you just got to get the hell out and start anew somewhere.
And then come back. And bang more.
Revolutionize the town with comedy.
It's cyclical.
That's the formula I think he followed.
Yeah, go somewhere cool when you're young, kids. Do that, and then do whatever you want after that.
Don't go under the government's thumb though. Go on yourself.
How dare you?
Hey, you did.
You know what?
On their dime too. They paid for it.
If they're gonna pay for it, let them do it.
Yeah.
Joining the military is kind of like a trial period of, hey, do I want to get fucked the rest of my life?
But do you
they
go
give
now,
you a
though?
chance, right, to get out?
Yeah, you don't ever. I mean, it's a contract job. You take a contract for a certain amount of time, and then you're out.
Would you go if you didn't have crisis right now, if you didn't have your job or your place of employment, and you were asked to go now, would you go? Considering what's going on and considering what could go on potentially. You'd still go. Would you even see anything? I mean, like, do you think you would honestly see something?
The Iraq War.
Yeah,
it was way worse.
Yeah, he is a bad. That motherfucker. You went over. You were there, weren't you?
I mean, I didn't see any crazy shit. I mean, I saw some crazy shit, but I didn't see nothing like.
But the point is, you're saying, would you go now? We're not even at war. At that time, we were at war with 2 different countries.
I would.
So
if I genuinely, like, I hate the fucking government, but you might as well use them because they're gonna use you.
Oh hell yeah!
If you don't have a job, if you don't have like things going on, like, and you're physically able to do so, fucking do it. Man.
Would you still go?
Get your
Yeah,
shit back
hell
on
yeah.
track.
I think the whole point of that is like the military has always been a system. Whereas, let's say you grow up poor, or you grow up in a place where you don't have a lot of money. You can use the military to actually advance yourself up in life because it gives you a leg up, and then it gives you some skills, and a lot of people will hire you a lot easier. I got hired way easier after I went in the military than before.
Definitely.
So it gives you a little bit of like leeway with people, whereas they're like, oh, he was in the military for blah blah blah.
You could use it. It's almost to be used as a buffer to college.
So even
You know
though
what I mean?
It's true.
even though there's a stigma as like they're using you just for you to go and die, that's not really the case. Because
Well, yeah, no, they are.
But you need to use them too.
Yeah.
So
You
is
gotta use them.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's
I've
game.
never looked at it that way.
Yeah,
That's
they
crazy.
use you.
Yeah.
You guys are using each other.
Yeah.
You're using them to go up in status, to get free money. They pay for your housing. They pay for your insurance. You get free insurance while you're in. You can literally get anything checked.
And a lot of times you probably feel like if you come from a broken home, you feel like you have a purpose. Probably.
Yeah,
A lot
it gives
of
you
time.
something.
Yeah, it's
It gives you
dope.
something. And I mean, even if you don't have a purpose, like he went to Germany, I went to Italy.
Yeah.
Who two Jordans from Kokomo ended up in Europe. Like, I mean, you're from
Got
Kokomo.
the-
Have you been to Europe?
Y'all ain't hooping in the league either. You know what I'm saying? Not overseas, like.
No, but it's just to me, it gives you opportunity that you never would have gotten. Yeah, it sucks most of the time, but like that 10% or 15% is not bad when you, because it does suck when you're in. But afterwards, you look back and I'm like, I did get to go somewhere cool. I get to see different people. You get to meet people outside of Kokomo.
I've never looked at it like that stuff.
Yeah.
As far as it did not help like relations for me.
Oh, no,
in a way, but like
No.
at the same time, like that should help me a lot. Honestly, sometimes I think back and like I love my children and everything, but like
Yeah.
I probably should have joined the military like right after high school, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, and just went in, did my shit, and like I would have been that much more prepared for life.
Yeah. You went in after you had what, all three of them, or just the first two?
No, we were pregnant with the second, and I just lost my job because like I didn't like to wake up early.
Yeah.
I overslept.
So like, I'm gonna have somebody yell at me to wake up early.
Yeah.
For the next 4
I mean, yeah. No, well, I was like, man, really need a job. Let me go do this. Everybody be taken care of.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about nothing.
Insurance,
Yeah,
money to live. Like they give you a stipend for like your house. They pay for your like rent
I
and your bills.
I shit you not. I chose my job based on the bonus that they gave me.
Yeah.
Like
I hear a lot of people do that.
yeah, well, like at the time, like I scored kind of high on my ASVAB apparently.
Yeah.
So like they were just like, hey, you got all these jobs to choose from. You got bonuses from here to here, and I was like, all right, which one has the most?
I wish I would have had a little bit more care, and that's the one. If I could go back and change anything, in the military, a little bit more care on the job, because you don't. They have a saying in the Navy where it's called, because we don't have jobs, we have rates. They're like, choose your rate, choose your fate. Like whatever your rate is, you're gonna end up getting. That's gonna be your life. So if you choose a rate that sucks, you're fucking stuck. You're stuck in it, and you can't really get out of rates. It's so hard to switch rates. And I picked like. So I was, and when I went to join the military, there was an article in the newspaper that was like, become a postal clerk and nearby, and you could just. And I was like, that seems like a pretty cool job. You're outside, in the elements. It's like I wouldn't mind doing that while I go to college, but I didn't get the job in Kokomo, so I was like, all right, I'm doing the military. And then when I got in the military, they're like, you can do that in the military. You can be a postal clerk. And I was like, fuck yeah. They offered me to be like IT, which was like computers, based on my ASVAB, and I was like, nah, I'll just do the postal. That's so stupid. I should have just said, yeah, I'll do computers.
Yeah, you would have.
It's a way better skill.
Made better off. Yeah.
And I could have got paid for it really well outside of it. I mean, I can still get paid if I want to live in a bigger city. I can get paid well doing logistics, because that's what I did in the military. We did like logistics.
So instead of learning computers, you were a postal worker.
Yeah,
and then
awesome.
and then came in contact with anthrax. Not even a good. Yeah.
Yeah, I did have to get an anthrax shot.
Yeah.
On my arm. I had to get some weird ones. That's why when people are like, you're gonna get this new vaccine, I'm like, bro, they probably put horse semen in me. They probably put so much shit in my arm when I went. You go through a line, they're like boom, 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 they hit you all the way down.
I know that one felt like horse semen.
Oh yeah,
It really felt like
the
horse.
peanut
It
butter
was
one. Did you get that one?
thick,
Did you get the peanut butter shot?
Everybody gets the
I didn't get
peanut butter
that.
shot.
I'm allergic to penicillin, so I didn't have to get that.
Is the ASVAB? You took the ASVAB too?
Yeah.
Is the ASVAB the redneck SATs? Is that what that? Is that what it is?
I think
Is it
that's
like-
what they
I'm
call
pretty
it, yeah.
sure what
It's almost like a point scale of like 20, right? So
I had a buddy that's an idiot.
Yeah,
It's like I
it's
scored
kinda
really high on the ASVAB, and I'm like, I didn't know at the time what the grading model
I still
was.
don't know. And they could have lied to me. But
you automatically get a high score if they're like, have you fucked your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you win.
oh damn,
We're gonna put him
that
on the front
explains a
lines.
lot of my sardines.
a lot of I had a guy, and he was an engineman. He was a first class engineman. He was an E6. That's who and he was a big, like, black dude. And his favorite saying when we were in boot camp was, "Everybody's got," or "Excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one." He used to say it to us every day. "Excuses are like assholes. Everybody got one." And then we had this guy who was an IT guy, and he was just like, well, like our boot camp guys were awful. And then we had a woman who was in charge, and she was a tiny little chief, but she was mean.
She was not nice.
Oh no, she was mean as shit. But she did let us call home on Christmas. That was sweet.
That's nice.
We were there during Christmas, and she let us call home. So that was nice. And that's what they kept saying. The other two were like, the only reason you got to call home was because she has a soft spot for you guys. And I'm like, she's mean to us. What do you mean? She's the mean one.
Not on Christmas.
Yeah, not on Christmas.
But if you're Jewish, so can you call for the 12 days?
No.
See,
Have one Jewish guy just every day, just
kind of
like,
anti-Semitic.
What about Kwanzaa? We got to talk about Kwanzaa. We got to talk about.
What about Festivus?
Yeah. That's Seinfeld, right?
I'm just
It's pagan.
Back to Seinfeld.
back to Seinfeld. Yeah. Just call back.
God damn
Call
it.
back. That's what this show is.
Yeah.
Apparently, my ex-wife started watching this show, right? And like, I found this out for my son. She's like, I don't get it.
Seinfeld?
No, us.
Oh, she don't get it.
Us.
What does she get?
I don't know. I don't know. She doesn't understand podcasts or something like that. I'm not sure why she watches this because of.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Tell the kids we said hi.
Yeah.
The two little ones. That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, to me, the amount of people that watch the show, like there was somebody recently, Brittany Whitley. I don't know if you know Brittany Whitley. Do you know Brittany Whitley?
No, I don't.
Yeah, she knows Courtney and I, and she was like, I went to the show because I saw Courtney's on it, didn't even realize Jordan was in it too, and so I was like, she subscribed, so we got a new subscriber last week.
Yay! We're growing.
Yeah,
Isn't that great?
You know, it's not bad, honestly, for less than a year. We haven't even been doing this a year yet.
Ain't we great? This is episode 42.
Ain't we great?
I don't even know.
Great.
I think it might only be 40. I don't know. I mean, it depends if you count.
No, this is 42.
If you count the live one. Are you counting the live one?
No. I count. I've only been counting the ones on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Yeah, there's a decent amount of them on there. Like, honestly, and I've been changing the like I said, I've been changing the. I gotta change those because I've been watching. I literally sit at work, and when I'm not busy, I'm literally watching videos on how to grow the page and grow YouTube and try to like get bigger. So like that's basically what I've been looking at now, especially now I got this new computer.
Yay!
What do you feel bad because of?
Because when I'm at work, I'm watching the Winning Time, about the LA Lakers with John C. Reilly.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
watching.
Oh,
it's
man.
good shit.
Been watching
I'm
that
watching
too.
I haven't watched
the
anything, I swear.
the online to catch
You
a
should
predator
watch that.
videos.
I keep wanting to watch that, but like it's like there's so much I'm trying to catch up on. I've been watching Moon Knight, and then
I have not watched
I'm
that
trying
yet.
to watch Atlanta, but like Shelby and I want to watch it together, so I can really only watch it when we're both off, which is rare. And then so like I'm like trying to catch that one up, and then since that, I honestly, like I said, the only other thing I've been watching is like YouTube videos. I started the Summer of Soul last night. Yeah, I started that one. I wanted to watch it, and I went to sleep till part of it, listening to Stevie Wonder, and then I was like, man, I'm barely watching. I got to turn this off.
Very good documentary.
Yeah.
That got overshadowed by Will Smith. I'm just saying.
My Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock.
Yeah. Shout out Questlove.
Questlove did win it.
He won though. That's all that matters,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
One of the, I
Sure.
get it. Though. He
Yeah.
got out now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, if you go to a grand moment, you want your flowers, you want it,
Yeah.
you want your stage, and not to be overshadowed by something. I feel bad for him.
He still got it. He
He
still got
did-
the
he
Oscar
still-
though. He still
he-
got, and it was well deserved. I mean, based on
Yeah.
what I saw, I read that it was. He said it's been this footage from the Summer of Soul has been locked up in a basement for 50 years. So nobody's seen any of this shit. It's all
That's
new
crazy.
footage that nobody's seen before of this whole 300,000 basically black person festival that they did in Harlem. That it's like that. It's like world history you don't know about.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of it has to do with like random shit like that. Like the shit just got locked up. Nobody put it
Wait
out
till,
there.
wait till like we start
Happy.
making that history. Like we big ass concerts here.
We need to do some more. I know that's one thing we've talked about doing is putting on another show where we do like a half comedy, half music show. Maybe have you do some hosting and maybe even throw some wrestling stuff. I mean, we got to do like an all Kokomo Press creative venture anyway. I think it'd be cool.
I love that idea. I also think maybe we should think about like an outside festival. Maybe maybe our buddy Corey.
Corey. He
Uh,
might be working with Pride.
Yeah.
He told me that last night. He might become the new president of Pride.
Wow.
He said that he's going to
Shout
go
out.
through. I think that's what he said. I might be misquoting, so don't quote me on that. But I thought he said he's going to be doing something where he's like maybe he's the president of something, but they're doing the big Pride Festival in June downtown.
Okay.
And they're looking for bands to play. And he was like, would you guys want to play? And I'm like, yeah, we'd love to support. Like, obviously, we'd want to support. So, and I mean, if they're down there, if
In
my band's
Kokomo?
playing, yeah, in Kokomo.
They're doing a Pride Festival?
I might.
Okay.
Like I said, nothing's set in stone yet, but
That's awesome.
the guy that I think is going to be running it, or at least helping to run it, hit us up about playing. So,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to play that. And I got hit up about playing a show for the Jackrabbits, which is pretty lit. I mean, Jackrabbits, that little tiki, the place we went, the little tiki bar.
So I get my
they're going to
drinky
have
drinks.
bands play there. I think they're going to have bands play there the Fridays after the Friday game. So, like, the game gets over, and then for an hour after the game, they want to keep the bar open and let a band play.
I come to the Jackrabbit games, so I'm a season ticket holder.
we went.
So I'll be
Remember we
there.
went together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
It's a fun time.
I'll come see you guys.
It's a good
I'm
time,
sure.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I found that. Did you see me post that old video of me, you, and Barry? I posted it. It was like
What was
talking
it?
about getting
Tacos?
Yeah. We took that one day when we were talking about shooting a video, and then we never shot the video. And I just had this on my phone, and I was like, I need to post
Does
it.
anybody else go to laugh react at something and then it's just we're laugh reacting from the press page? It
Yeah,
pisses me
yeah.
off. I hate
I have
that.
to fix it all the time.
Fucking makes me.
I'm always going through, because I almost there was one of the posts that I put up that was like getting closer and higher. And to me, getting to 100 reactions is we always try to get to 100 at least.
That's a win in my book.
It's a W. And we've moved it up. For a long time, it was like 20. Yeah. And then it became 50. Now it's at 100. So I was getting close to 100, and I saw we were at like 99. And I saw the Kokomo Press, so I had to take that off there so I could I was like, I want it to be legit 100.
That's how I feel, too.
See, I don't care if it's our individual pages. Obviously, we like this stuff. That's the
Yeah.
point. But yeah, I was like, I got to do that. Especially with the Will Smith stuff. That shit blew up.
It was probably
Everybody's talking
me
shit
because I
about
do that shit by accident all the time.
Oh, yeah, I do
Just
too.
Like,
I usually do it and then have to go back and check. And if I do it with the Grey Garden page, Matt's the first person to call anybody else. Well, people quit making us look corny by liking our own posts. I'm sorry, Matt. I thought I was doing it for my own, man. I've had 50 pages I have to like.
I know, man.
So
That
many
shit
pages.
gets hard, yo.
It does. I mean, between like you guys got the wrestling with the cock. I'm on that page. The
Yeah,
Bars
That's
with the Bell on
inactive
there,
as
I'm
shit.
with that.
I know that.
People keep liking the damn page.
Yeah, that's the
It's
point.
popping up.
That's
Yeah.
the point.
That's crazy. Even without you there.
Have you
and-
posted anything? on
No, I've just
I
been
haven't
inviting
either.
mad people, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, because I know wrestling with cock is just it's just freelance writing for us. So really, right?
Nobody that
Like, and when we post something, it's just gonna be special. It's just gonna pop up out
Nope.
there. So
nobody here probably knows or watches that or follows the wrestling with the cock anyway. So I might be doing something with Cody here, so I'll run it by you. Let you know.
That's what's up.
There's it's such a hotbed. Right
Well,
now.
yeah. There's so many good angles. I wanted to pitch something to you the other day about that.
Stardust. Talking about Stardust.
Yeah.
Watch
Stardust is back. I heard.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see Stardust.
I'll I do. Can I? I do want to say he brought it up though about the comedy. I've been working for the last couple of months. I got a whole new 10 minutes I'm working on and everything.
Woo!
Yeah.
And
Back on stage.
I'll
It's
end with this. Yeah, it's hard. Just as it is in wrestling, you want to find a gimmick that works. And I had a couple gimmicks that I'm working on right now. One is Larry the Stable Guy,
Okay.
and it's where I have intercourse with a horse on stage.
Well, that's pretty good.
And if I can't get an actual
Tijuana
horse
or
because of PETA in here,
Okay.
if I can't get a horse because of that, I'll have you guys dress up like the horse. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be the front, you'll be the back.
Nah, let Granger be the back.
Go to the back. And then the other gimmick that I was working on that I'm really excited for is Carrot Bottom.
Carrot bottom.
So you got Carrot Top, but essentially what I do is go on stage and then I have intercourse with carrots. But I'm not just open to having with carrots. I will have it with celery. Avocados are fun.
Okay.
Yeah, so dude, comedy is going to be fun.
Cucumbers.
Cute, yeah. Whole new set, whole new 10 minutes. I got some crowd work now. I broke some barriers, so I am proud. I'm excited for it.
Coming to an underground club.
Yeah.
Carrot
with
Bottom.
Security from a crackhead soon.
I
Stand-up comedy from Brian.
got my
Brian
suitcase and I'm sitting there and then I'm like, I pull up shit up my ass. And it's
Yeah.
Carrot Bottom.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh, this looks like what is this? I think it'll work. I think it works because the Carrot Top is so. Everybody loves Carrot Top so much. So.
You're going to love Carrot Bottom.
Yeah.
Corey, if you hear this and Pride and Carrot Bottom, you can hey.
That'd be a good show. They are doing a drag show that night though too. I heard. So they're gonna do a little festival and then afterwards.
Shout out to Kendra Stone. Kendra Stone, I'm Facebook friends with her.
Yeah?
She's a great person, and she does all that. So
Yeah, and they do. She said something. They said something about Sun King. They're gonna do that. Sun King sponsoring. So
Sweet.
So they've got sponsorship. They've got we've got a lot going on in Kokomo, so you guys can check that out. And after that, you just have to come back to Kokomo Press, see what we're doing. 'Cause there's gonna be shit posted all week and shit postings. So,
Yes.
either way.
Especially shit postings. I need to
Sweet.
get back on that.
We have Brian West, Jordan Granger.
hey, have a great evening, guys.
I'm Jordan Bell. I might have it.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Kokomo Press podcast. I'm Jordan Granger. Jordan and I are very happy that you guys tuned in. All of our links are available. We've got YouTube, that's right here. We've got our Twitters. I'm going to put those right over here. And then we've even got like Patreon. We've got Facebook. We've got Instagram. We've got all the places. So please check us out. And merch. We have merch. Check out our merch. Oh my God. We have merch. So if you love the Kokomo Press, you enjoy the Kokomo Press podcast, or you just want to, help out and do something with us, check out the Kokomo Press on merch on ProWrestlingTees.com. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on all the places that we have available. Thank you for listening to the show. We love you.